Hello, welcome to Active Bryant Systems. I'm Scott Bryant. I just want to talk to you today about why HIIT training may not be good for you. Okay, so if you're doing HIIT training, you've got a knee issue, shoulder issue, or a back issue, that's your body telling you to wake up. That's your body giving you the signal of that HIIT training may be too hard for you. Now, I like HIIT training, I agree with HIIT training, but the bigger percentage of people's ligaments, tendons, joints may not be strong enough in which to take HIIT training because it's so intense. And the reason being for this is because our diets are so nutritionally depleted now unless you're eating organic and really good healthy food. Unfortunately, many people are not. So this is why HIIT training is not a good idea. The other thing with HIIT training is that it being so high intense, and if you don't get the rest periods right, of 2 to 3 minutes, I would say, then, or 1 minute, you may end up damaging your adrenal glands. Okay, so the adrenal glands are about this size, they're on top of the kidneys, and they push out all the major hormones into the body. So as soon as these adrenal glands start to get tired, you start to get tired more and more, and instead of losing body fat, you gain body fat. So instead of losing body fat, you gain body fat. So it's really, really important that you get your adrenals checked, you look at your diet, and you get a thorough assessment by a Chek practitioner level 4 like myself, in which to make sure that the HIIT training that you're doing is not tearing and breaking your body down, instead of giving you fat loss and giving you more cardiovascular fitness. So really, really important that you get this right and that you don't do it late at night, because this will jack up the adrenal glands doing HIIT training late at night. And doing HIIT training too much can be detrimental to the body as well. And doing too many exercises. I see lots of coaches and lots of trainers showing HIIT training in the gym, and they're doing 35, 25 exercises in the HIIT training program. Now, that's way too much. You need 4 to 5, that's all you need. But only do the ones that you're strong in. So what I mean by that is, if you've got a bad squat and you're doing jump squats, that could damage your knee and your hip. But if you was to do power walking without doing the squatting and build up the squatting, this will help you to get stronger in the squat to do jump squats later. So I've seen lots of people in the gym with bands on their knees and their elbows, and they're still going nuts in the gym, which is purely not correct. Pain is a signal for you to slow down and do something different. And this is what's very unique about the service that I provide, is that I only give you HIIT training when you can squat properly, when you can lunge properly, when you can do a press up fully. I would never get you to do HIIT training in press ups, simply because it will, if you've got bad posture, it will worsen it. So there's many things you have to remember in HIIT training in which to get the maximum out of it without long-term damage. So HIIT training's been around for a long, long time. It's not a new system, it's been around forever. But many, many clients that I see, like bankers, lawyers, solicitors, doctors, people like that, are too stressed to do that type of training. It would take me about a year before I could get my client to do that type of HIIT training, because their body's too overloaded and too stressed. Now, some of you might be saying, oh, that's not true, Scott, anybody can do it. Well, if you've seen a lab test like I have and seen how tired that client is, they may get an endorphin rush after doing it, but then they crash massively. So it's not just about the HIIT training, it's about the diet, it's about the lifestyle, it's about how many exercises they're doing in the HIIT session. If you see a young man of 20 doing it, then it's fine for them because they've conditioned themselves over a good year or a couple of months maybe, and because they're so young, their bodies can handle it. But I've had clients come to me that have been 19 and been totally stressed and tired. So really think about your training and what you're doing, and be smart. Don't be stupid, be smart. Don't just do it because all the sheep are doing it. Do it because you know it's good for your body and your body can handle it. I recently had a client that was doing HIIT training on a cross trainer, got a disc herniation in his neck, disc herniation in his lower back through doing it too intense. Because imagine you're doing that with a cross trainer and he wasn't keeping his body in alignment, and as soon as his form dropped off, he carried on going, and this is why he come to see me, because of the disc herniation. So now we've got over that, and obviously I can't correct the disc herniation. I can enable him to still get strong by doing it in a scientific way where he's not doing crazy training. So he works with me one-to-one, and I watch him like a hawk to make sure he's never overdoing it. He's always doing it to the level that he needs to feed it the next day, or to feel that the body's changing, but never overdoing it. Always a little bit under. Less is always more. So I hope you've enjoyed this video on HIIT training and what you need to be careful of. I'm not saying that you should all stop doing it. What I'm saying is that you need to be careful in the amount of exercises you've got and what injury you've got. So if you was in the gym with me and I see you with a band-aid around your leg or knee, or I see that you're struggling, I would say, look, maybe you need to change the way that you're exercising. You can still get the HIIT buzz, but you need to do it in a different way. But rest time is massively important. Some people are doing 30 seconds rest. Now that's not enough to get the energy systems to recover, as well as to stop you from putting yourself in adrenal fatigue. So thanks very much. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I've just come back from training, and be good and keep training. Bye.